Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jai Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jai Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga. Jai Satchinandana, Jaya Satchinandana. Jaya Satchinandana, Gaura Hare. Patita Pavana, Gaura Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Haribo. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivajagacharya Ashtottara Satasri Srimat His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravindra Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Srila Prabhupada ki, Prabhupada Anuga ki, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nittai Gaura Premanande. All glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories, all glories, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayed. Reading today from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, text 8. The Divine and Demoniac Natures. The chapter is titled 8th shloka from chapter 16. Asatyam apratishtamate jagad ahuranishwaram aparaspara sambhutam kim manyat kamahaitukam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: They say that this world is unreal, with no foundation, no God in control. They say it is produced of sex desire and has no cause other than lust. Purport: The demoniac conclude that the world is phantasmagoria. There is no cause and effect, no controller, no purpose, everything is unreal. They say that this cosmic manifestation arises due to chance, material actions and reactions. They do not think that the world was created by God for a certain purpose. They have their own theory that the world has come about in its own way and that there is no reason to believe that there is a God behind it. For them, there is no difference between spirit and matter, and they do not accept the Supreme Spirit. Everything is matter only. And the whole cosmos is supposed to be a mass of ignorance. According to them, everything is void, and whatever manifestation exists is due to our ignorance and perception. They take it for granted that all manifestation of diversity is a display of ignorance. Just as in a dream we may create so many things which actually have no existence. So when we are awake, we shall see that everything is simply a dream. But factually, although the demons say that life is a dream, they are very expert in enjoying that dream. And so instead of acquiring knowledge, they become more and more implicated in their dreamland. They conclude that as a child is simply the result of sexual intercourse between man and woman, this world is born without any soul. For them, it is only a combination of matter that has produced the living entities, and there is no question of the existence of the soul. As many living creatures come out from perspiration from a dead body without any cause, the whole living world has come out of the material combinations of the cosmic manifestation. Therefore, material nature is the cause of this manifestation, and there is no other cause. They do not believe in the words of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita Maya adhyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. Under my direction, the whole material world is moving. In other words, among the demons, there is no perfect knowledge of the creation of the world. Every one of them has some particular theory of his own. According to them, one interpretation of the scriptures is as good as another, for they do not believe in a standard understanding of the scriptural injunctions. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In this chapter, Krishna is describing two categories of people in this world: demoniac and divine. And here we read about the demoniac persons. What theory and what philosophy they have. Asatyam apratishtam te jagadahur anishwaram. Asatyam means it is not real, not satya. Apratishtam means it has no foundation. Anishwaram means without Ishvara, no God. Apparaspara sambhutam kimanyat kamahaitukam. People are coming out because of having sexual intercourse. And there is no other reason. It simply came out like that. From matter came out. Nothing spiritual behind it. No God behind it. All this simply made up by people. What we see, we should believe. What I can see is people are producing people. That's all, full stop. No necessity to think behind that there is spirit, soul, God and all that is all nonsense. This is what the demons would say. Bhagavad Gita does not say that. Holy men don't say that. And every person knows that behind all this there is the work of God. And we have religion. And there is a whole explanation behind. It is not like what you see. That is a material, superficial understanding. Behind, there is a big, amazing workshop. Lots of things are happening. Because on top of that is God, Krishna. And this is explained by Krishna himself. But foolish, blind people cannot see it. And even if they can see it, and even if they become a little religious, they become a little interested, then gradually they may understand. But mostly, even people who do follow some religion don't make an effort to actually go deep and understand. They don't really read the scripture. They don't read really Bhagavad Gita seriously. If they do that, they will understand very deep subject matter. Since they don't do it, they have their own understanding. Or they have understanding by anybody who is popular or somebody who leads them. And a lot of them are available who misdirect people. They give their own understanding. And if you look very carefully, Lot of demoniac people are coming, jumping into the religious field, cheating people and giving some idea and drawing them away. In this way, you have sometimes even demons being very religious. It is not that Ravana was not religious. Ravana was born Brahmana family. He was religious. Even a demon can look very religious. He will do homa, yajna, tapasya. It look like a very disciplined person. But in his head he is thinking how to kill Vishnu, how to kill Rama, how to steal his wife. This is the intention inside. So don't think that simply externally religious people alone are going to be very nice people. There are also all sorts of permutations and combinations. Because religion is a very complex thing nowadays. We translate dharma into religion. Actually, it's not the correct translation, but still we use it for want of a better word. Today, people are fighting amongst religions. If religion is actually meant to lead you to become a gentleman, to actually lead you to God, why do religious people fight amongst each other? We are in the middle of a whole world is shattered by seeing a religious war, one religion against the other, one country against the other, massacring people, murdering people, killing them mindlessly. So people are very confused. How can religion be like this? Sometimes people become so disturbed, they say, I don't want religion at all. Watching this. But this is not how it is supposed to be. Everything has become completely extreme. We are hearing how one type of people are having a hatred for another just because of a different religion. Religious hatred. It is not supposed to be like that. People who actually follow genuine religion are full of love, full of affection for humanity, and desire to help and progress everybody in human life. So, we should understand what is the meaning of religion. Some people are making statements that, religion should be destroyed, Sanatana Dharma should be destroyed. On another side, two religions are fighting together. Somebody else is claiming to be a religious man, cheating people. There is all mix of things going on. Nobody knows really what is true. But if you read the Bhagavad Gita, you will see all these characters are mentioned inside here. And what is true religion is also mentioned. Ichchadvesha samuttena dvandva mohena bharata sarvabhutani sammoham sargeyanti parantapa. Ichcha dvesha. Desire and hate overcomes people in this world. Ichchadvesha samuttena dvandva mohena bharata. Dvandva moha. Good and bad, black and white, day and night. People become overcome by dvandva moha, duality. And the whole world is confounded, confused. They don't know what is right, what is wrong. Leaders don't know. So, Bhagavad Gita teaches us hatred is because of a material concept of life. Hating somebody is only destroying you. If you hate somebody, you become sick mentally. You become disturbed psychologically. You suffer more than the person whom you are hating. The other person whom you are hating is very happy and doing many things, but you are the one who is suffering by hate. And when you see the other person very happy, you say, I want to do something to you. You should not be happy. I hate you. So I kill you. I bomb you. I want to destroy you. This is the way people think. Because you belong to this religion, you belong to this caste. Hatred on the basis of caste, on the basis of religion, on the basis of community. So many different things. All these are material concepts of life. They are called Kaitava Dharma, cheating religion. So in the Bhagavatam it says, Dharma projita kaitavo atra paramo nirmatsaranam satam. The Bhagavatam, the Bhagavad Gita are keeping away all these cheating religions. In the end, in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja. All these religions which don't give you the real purpose, keep them away. Sarva dharman parityajya. All these cheating people, all these cheating religions, the purpose of religion is to learn to love God. If you are not able to learn to love God, if you are not able to develop a relationship with God, if you are not able to actually come actively in an action plan, in a relationship with God, then that religion is useless. Since everybody is coming from God, Janmadhyasya yatah, you should have value for everybody else because they are related with God. Everybody else, everything else is coming from God, from Krishna. It's mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita very nicely. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajate mam buddha bhava samanvita. If you understand this and worship me, that person is intelligent. So if people in this world, they are all coming from God. They may have a different understanding of faith, but they have faith in God. We don't hate somebody on the basis of their faith. At least they have faith in God. But look at here, the demons will have no faith in God. At least religious people have faith in God. If you start fighting from one religion to another, what will people think? They will lose faith in God also, in religion also. And they are shelterless. They are open to attack. It's a very dangerous situation. So we must encourage faith in God. It is okay if we have a different faith. At least on that common platform, human society should be based. At least we should not be demoniac, denying God's existence. And a common platform, everybody should work. It doesn't matter, you have a little different faith, but you believe in God. On that platform, human society has some hope. But if you fight between religion, and then people become very strained, their tender faith, it becomes shattered, and they become shelterless. They become exposed to all types of attacks. And in this way, human society is destroyed. So, slowly more and more of this demoniac criterion will come inside. And this is horrible. So, we must encourage faith in God. I mean, if somebody has interest, then we must tell him more. And if somebody can read the Bhagavad Gita and he is interested, we can tell him even more. And the more people read the Gita, the more they'll understand about God, the more they'll understand about themselves. Then you will have a very mature understanding of God. An understanding of God which is based on solid knowledge. Then such a person will never hate anybody, will not hate any religion. he will see everybody connected with Krishna. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate. And he will develop affection for everybody else on the basis of everybody being connected with Krishna. This is natural. This is very mature, and this is something that will stand the test of time. So a devotee is that person who has this understanding very well, and he doesn't hate anybody. Rather, he considers everybody to be in different material situations according to their karma. But everybody is originally belonging to God. And he feels that connection to God which everybody has, and therefore tries to help everybody to revive that connection with God, with Krishna. That is the meaning of a true gentleman, a true devotee, a true religious person. He loves God, and he wants everybody to love God and enjoy that wonderful relationship. In this way, he spreads love of God as the best cure in human society. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada is a scintillating example of this. How in a world wrought with so many differences and beliefs and faiths and problems, he traveled the world and presented to everybody the message of the Bhagavad Gita. He explained in detail, and many intelligent people understood that. And they solved all their problems. Many people were distraught, many people were disturbed. When Prabhupada went to America in the 1960s, in the mid-60s, there was a huge revolution going on. There was this Vietnam War, there was the aftermath of that war. There's people having confusion in their mind about religion. And whenever in this world people talk about religion, they're always talking about the Abrahamic religions, Christianity, Islam, Jewish tradition, all of them. And they have a very dangerous, bloody past also. Wars, killing, genocide, all in the name of religion. So people had become distraught, people had become very confused, and there was a new generation of people called hippies coming out. They don't care for anybody, they don't care for God, authority or anybody. They were free to enjoy, and they were examining drugs, LSD and all that. It's a completely different generation of people. Rebellious people against the normal situation. And society could not control it. Nobody was able to control that. It was a result of this type of a history. War, religious wars, and so many things in the past in the heads of people with no answers to anything. And so they became a wild group of people. Inside that went Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Old man, 70 years old. He introduced the chanting of the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. And he was very affectionate to all of them. They were all angry. They were, having hundreds of questions, and they were examining drugs. They're examining so many things. At that time, he told them, you are spirit soul. You are not this body. Whatever you are trying to do, it will be only temporary. I am giving you something permanent. As a spirit soul, you are capable of having very big enjoyment. Don't be foolish. Don't try out all these small things and get disappointed. And he introduced Krishna, God. And he spoke to them from Bhagavad Gita. And in all languages he printed Bhagavad Gita. In this way, gradually people came to know the science of God. Who God really is. Who am I really? people for the first time were exposed to the science of Bhagavad Gita. And they found it very interesting. So they asked many, many questions of Prabhupada. You can see and hear those questions in the morning walk conversations. Every morning he'll go for a walk. All of these people will come with questions. So many questions they will ask and Prabhupada will answer. So satisfying answers. He was humorous. He was very sharp. He used traditional logic from India and he gave beautiful stories from Akbar, Birbal stories. He gave traditional stories. And he made them laugh and he sharply made them understand. They highly appreciated this person who giving answers for questions and introduced Bhagavad Gita in their life, introduced Krishna consciousness in their life. A very new approach. He dealt with science, he dealt with technology, he dealt with government, he dealt with ruling, he dealt with police. He gave on everything a view and opinion from Bhagavad Gita. For the first time, people would see, here is a man who is able to answer all our questions from the Bhagavad Gita. Never before had Bhagavad Gita been preached to people like this all over the world. It's not an easy thing to do. So he was a genius in marketing Bhagavad Gita in different cultures. People took to it, like they're saying, like a duck takes to water. They accepted the Bhagavad Gita. They accepted Krishna consciousness. They changed their lifestyle. They stopped taking drugs, drinking, this, that, everything. They gave it up, like Prabhupada told. And they dived into Krishna consciousness, waking up in the morning early for Mangalarati, chanting every day and doing Harinama Sankirtana, reading Bhagavad Gita, distributing the Bhagavad Gita, preaching the Bhagavad Gita, talking about Krishna to others, holding festivals, giving people fun time in the name of Krishna consciousness, and attracted many, many persons. In this way, the Krishna consciousness movement grew. And people had new hope. Even today, all over the world, in many, many places, including in Israel, we have ISKCON centers. And ISKCON centers, in these places, they will actually land up not only helping people, will also distribute food to them, give them and look after them, irrespective of which religion you belong to, which caste you belong to, which community you belong to. They will extend themselves for help, humanitarian way. When the Russian-Ukrainian war, in that our devotees distributed food, gave shelter to people in Ukraine. All the Indians in Ukraine got shelter from ISKCON. Recently, I was in an inauguration and there's a political gentleman in Bangalore. The governor of Karnataka had come. And he glorified how ISKCON all over the world is showing a shining example of Krishna devotees coming to help in a neutral way anybody who is in a difficult situation. And he cited this, that in Ukraine, all the devotees came and helped people with food supplies. And they took dangerous pursuits to go to places where people were suffering and distribute food. And from both sides, Russians and Ukrainians appreciated the devotees. Because they're not taking any side, simply helping people. Of course, some of them lost their lives also in the process, a few of them. So, how we can love people on the basis of Krishna consciousness? How we can show people that there is another lifestyle. We don't have to fight. We don't have to kill each other. It is so counterproductive. So this religion of love of God is the original religion. Don't think Krishna consciousness is some fashionable new thing. It is age-old tradition. Chanting the holy name of Krishna, Harinama Sankirtana is mentioned everywhere. In the Bhagavad Gita it is mentioned, Satatam kirtayanto mam, yatantascha dridavratah, namashyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. Kirtan is spoken about in Bhagavad Gita. In the Bhagavatam it is throughout spoken from the beginning to the end. It ends with Harinama Sankirtanam. It opens with Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And it ends with Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkashamanas Tam Namamim Hariparam. It recommends Nama Sankirtanam Yasya. In between, Prahalad is speaking, you must do Nama Sankirtana, and he does it with his boys in the Gurukul. Bhishma on the deathbed, on bed of arrows, is speaking about glorifying Nama Sankirtana. Shukracharya in Vamanadev's pastime is saying, my secret is that I chant your holy name to Vamana. And you'll see in Ajamila's pastime, Sankirtana is mentioned. The best cure to unite human society is to chant the holy name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Simply, if everybody take to chanting of the holy name, the whole world will be united on the basis of Krishna, and everybody will be prosperous and happy. This is the Yuga Dharma. This is the Dharma of this age mentioned in the scripture. Whoever does this, he will be following true religion. It is very difficult to follow any other form of religion. People have so many misunderstandings. So this is the age of Harinama Sankirtana. So we should propagate the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. We should take part in Harinama Sankirtana. We pay maximum importance to that. The reading of the Bhagavad Gita and understanding knowledge. In this way you will see human society will make great progress. Without God in the center of your life, you can never be happy. You cannot have a progressive human civilization without keeping God in the center. This is a history of India. This is every nook and corner you will see temples. Every day people come in the early morning to the temple. They will go to the fields, they will plow their lands, they will go and do teaching, whatever they are supposed to do. Evening they'll get together and read Ramayana, Mahabharata. They will enjoy Leela of the Lord. They'll sleep early. Live simple life, very high thinking. Very high thinking. Based on the purpose of life. Human society, the purpose of life. Why God has created this world? For us to become closer to Him. For us to learn how to love Him. That is why He has instituted religion and given the scripture. From that we must learn and we must perform. This is the duty of every human being. You will be condemned if you don't worship the Supreme Lord. You will suffer unnecessarily. Because we are very closely related with God. You can't forget that relationship. It is eternal. It's forever. Many relationships that you have in this world are all very temporary. They don't last. But the most important relationship is your relationship with God. Aham. Krishna is speaking that. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtaha mattaha smritijnanam apohanam cha. Every living entity is my part and parcel. Belongs to me. So how can you be happy without establishing that relationship with God? This is human society's biggest blunder. To make society secular, to take away religion from ruling and governing society. All these things are big mistakes. So, in the Krishna consciousness movement, Prabhupada has asked us to be a community with Krishna in the center. And there are many, many happy models of this community all over the world today. In this place also we are in the process of setting up a nice Krishna-centered community. And there are many, many devotees practicing this in their house. You can practice it from anywhere you are. You can become a devotee of Krishna, chant Krishna's names, and take part in helping to spread this community. The world will become a better place. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Devotees, Hare Krishna. Anybody have any questions?
Hare Krishna Guruji. My question, sir, you have rightly correlated and touched the code of the current and prevailing situation, which we all are aware of it through newspaper and through current affairs. There are two wars. The wars which is going outside in the name of religions. The reason behind is that there is confusion between who is better. There is a war of supremacy. I am the best. The others don't deserve because they follow different religion. But there is war within us. There is confusion within us. And sometimes confusion takes over us and we get away from the track of our spirituality due to the materialistic reason, due to the life which we are following it. So how to remain focused and be clear? How this clarity will come and slowly and gradually all myths, confusions starts decreasing and we become clear from within ourselves, then try to emanate same thing outside world, sir. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for your question. I can understand that you heard very carefully. You see, you are not alone. Your question seemed that, how can I do this? You are not alone. God, Krishna, has given you so many tools, so many facilities and sent so many holy men to help you. And He has given Bhagavad Gita. Utilize these tools. You are not alone in your search for the truth, in your search for God, in your effort to learn to love God. You are not alone. Krishna is saying, I am situated in your heart. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto mattaha smritirjnanam apohanam cha. I am situated in everybody's heart. From me comes knowledge, remembrance and forgetfulness. So if you are genuinely interested, you read the Bhagavad Gita, you ask questions, you accept Guru, you get guidance, you get mentorship, and you read and you improve in your life in understanding God. You do this, you will not feel that anxiety. You will not feel that anxiety. People who don't do this, because of so many reasons, they are ignorant, they don't know where to go and get it, or they are misled, or they are fanatic followers of some particular ideology, or they are being influenced by somebody else fanatically. There are all these permutations and combinations of effects on people. But we should try to get the right understanding without any fanaticism, without succumbing to somebody else's ideology, without intelligent consideration. Use your brain, use your intelligence. Examine what Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita. You are free to ask questions. Somebody is fanatically stating something to you, ask why. Question. People need to question. Atato Brahma Jignasa is the first aphorism in the Vedanta Sutra. Therefore, since you have become a human being, now you must ask questions. That's why we have got intelligence. Use that intelligence. Ask questions. People ask questions. Wherever I go, people ask, why do you do this? Why should I not do this? They ask questions. They are interested. And when you present properly as what is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, which you can learn from great acharyas like Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, it's very rare to get people present the right understanding of religion, the truth. When we present, we understand it, read it, we practice it. When we present it to people, people are convinced. Mostly people don't know what is the right thing, but they keep on talking all sorts of imaginative things. You cannot just use your fertile imagination to answer spiritual questions. Everybody has got a brain, everybody has got intelligence, everybody can imagine. How can the truth be understood by everybody's independent imaginations? Foolish. There is a solid truth, a reality that is explained by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, because I am the source of that reality, he says. Mattaha parataram na anyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. Nobody in this world has made such statements. Nobody can say, aham sarvasya prabhavo mattas sarvam pravartate. Everything comes from me, I am the source. He must either be a madman or he must be the supreme God. Only two people can do it. And you will see there are a lot of madmen. There are quite a few madmen. So you can easily distinguish this man is mad. You can know the difference between God, the only one supreme Godhead, and madmen talking, I am God. That's all there is to look into. You can very easily understand. Follow the Bhagavad Gita's instructions. Krishna says that in Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, Purvai purvataram kritam kuru karmaiva tasmatvam. He says in the past many people followed this and achieved perfection and success. You also do that, because I am speaking this not this time alone. I have spoken it, Vivaswan manave praha manurikshva kave abravit. I spoke it to the sun god many millions of years ago. And then I spoke it, Vivaswan manave praha. Vivaswan spoke to Manu, Manu spoke to Ikshvaku. And over a period of time it got lost in human society. So I am speaking it again. It's not the first time I am speaking Bhagavad Gita. It's not that 5,000 years old only Bhagavad Gita was spoken. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, I have spoken it millions of years before. And many times I have spoken. So this knowledge doesn't change. It is the same. Right? So it is the reality. It is the perfect absolute truth. Learn it. It's your duty to learn it. You will see you will not have any such anxiety. Because you get to know the truth. Okay? Yeah. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Maharaj, today's Bhagavad Gita verse in translation written world is unreal. In Bhagavatam first sloka 111 there also written unreal, the translation. Please explain the difference between two.
This, that the world is unreal, is being mentioned by demoniac people. Asuric people are telling the world is unreal. Okay. And in the Bhagavatam it is mentioned, the world is not unreal, the world is illusion.
Illusion also written, after two line unreal also written.
No, it means two different things. The world is real. But because under the material conception of life, you will look at it in an illusory way. That is also explained in great detail in that purport. Very big purport is mentioned. The world is unreal is false. Jagan Mithya is wrong philosophy. If it is coming from Krishna, how can it be unreal? Janmadya sayataha, it says there in the first shloka. Coming from Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. If it is coming from Vasudeva, how can it be unreal? Then Vasudeva must be unreal. Which is not correct. Because it's Vasudeva who is speaking this to you. So understand it properly. It is not, it is unreal. Your vision of it is illusion. The way you are looking at it, that is creating illusion. Because you are looking at it materially, with no connection with God. When you try to understand this material world without connection with God, it will become illusion. When you understand it in relation with God, it becomes real. That is a subtle philosophical point. That is how the Acharyas have explained. And that is how the Bhagavatam also explaining. Okay? So, demoniac people can see only illusion. Devotees can see the reality. They can see everything is coming from Krishna. Then they will be able to see really what is the material world. That's a difference, subtle difference. Okay?
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anybody have any questions?
Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna. We profess thank His Holiness Bhakti Vinoda Swami Maharaj. Today, Sunday feast, partly sponsored by Mr. Ganesan ji and his Sneha Mataji and their son Tejeshwin Prabhu. Please come forward. இன்றைய ஞாயிறு விருந்தின் உபயதாரர்கள் கணேசன்ஜி மற்றும் அவருடைய மனைவி ஸ்னேகா மாதாஜி மற்றும் அவர்களுடைய புதல்வன் தேஜஸ்வின் அவர்களை இங்கே வரவேற்கிறோம். இவருடைய ஆன்மீக வாழ்க்கை முன்னெடுத்திற்காக நாம் ஒரு முறை ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா மகாமந்திரத்தை உச்சரிப்போமாக. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா கிருஷ்ண கிருஷ்ண ஹரே 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 ராம 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 ஹரே ஹரே. Thank you. Upcoming festivals announcements. Please sit on another 5 minutes. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா. நம்ம அவளோட எதிர்பார்க்கக்கூடிய ஒவ்வொரு வருடமும் மிக முக்கியமான மாதம் 12 மாதங்களில் தாமோதர மாதம். வருகின்ற 28ஆம் தேதி இந்த தாமோதர மாதமானது தொடங்க உள்ளது. மிகவும் விசேஷமான இந்த மாதத்தில் பக்தர்கள் அனைவரும் தினந்தோறும் மாலையில் நடக்கக்கூடிய இந்த தாமோதர ஆரத்தி நிகழ்ச்சியில் பங்கு பெறலாம். ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் மாலை 7 மணி அளவில் பகவான் ஸ்ரீ ஜெகநாதர் பலராமர் சுபத்ரா தேவியா ஸ்ரீ நிதாய் குரு சுந்தர் குறிப்பாக யசோதனந்தன் தாமோதர் அவர்களுக்கு நீங்கள் தங்கள் கைகளால் நேரடியாக நெய் தீபம் காமிக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு வாய்ப்பு. ஆகவே வருகின்ற மாதம் 28ஆம் தேதி அக்டோபர் 28ஆம் தேதி இந்த தாமோதரமானது தொடங்க உள்ளது. அதைத் தொடர்ந்து அடுத்த நவம்பர் 27ஆம் தேதி வரை தொடர்ந்து ஒரு மாதம் 30 நாட்கள் இந்த தாமோதர ஆரத்தியானது நமது திருக்கோவிலில் நடைபெறவுள்ளது. ஆகவே பக்தர்கள் அனைவரும் தவறாமல் ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் இந்த தாமோதர ஆரத்தியில் பங்கு பெற்று பகவான் ஸ்ரீ யசோதனந்தன் தாமோதருடைய பெரும் காருண்யத்தை பெற்றிட அன்புடன் அழைக்கின்றோம். இந்த தாமோதர ஆரத்திக்காக தங்களுடைய நன்கொடைகளையும் நாங்கள் உங்களிடம் சமர்ப்பிக்கின்றோம். குறிப்பாக தாமோதர ஆரத்திக்கு தேவையான நெய் மற்றும் ஆயில் எண்ணெய் மற்றும் கற்பூரம் இந்த மூன்றுமே தேவைப்படும். இந்த மாதம் முழுக்க தேவையான முழுக்க நீங்கள் பார்க்கலாம். அந்த ஆரத்தியில் எல்லா லைட் சுவிட்ச் ஆஃப் பண்ணிவிட்டு நம்ம ஜெகநாதர் பலராம சுபத்ரா தேவியர் அவர்கள் விளக்குடைய ஒளியில் ஜொலிப்பாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி தாமோதர ஆரத்தி முழுக்க இந்த விளக்கு ஏற்றுவதற்காக எண்ணெய் தேவைப்படுகிறது. விருப்பமுள்ள பக்தர்கள் ப்ளீஸ் கான்டாக்ட் இஸ் கிரேஸ் பக்திதாஸ் பிரபு. நீங்கள் சேவை விபரத்திற்காக உயர் திரு பக்திதாஸ் பிரபுவை அணுகி தங்களுடைய பெயரை பதிவு செய்து கொள்ளுமாறு தாழ்மையுடன் கேட்டுக்கொள்வோம். இது